184 page of document. Okay, with the help of this, because this document is provided by Swift, anyways I am sharing with you this as well. Each and everything in minute and small details are mentioned here in this. Okay, everything, each and every message, its block diagrams are neat and clean, each and every information and detail is mentioned, so everything is very clean here. So whenever I am going to walk you through at least 400 pages of this one, I'm going to refer you this one, and you also have to refer this one. Okay, whenever we discussing this one message. Okay, that's the one thing. Any messages or any series. Okay, this one. Another thing is that whenever I am discussing with you all this, right, that time I am going to discuss with you some use cases also, side by side. So why I am saying use cases, these use cases only help you to understand that in which, for example, if payment is moving A to B, it is sent pack set message, then what is the content of this message here, A to B if is moving. Okay, so here also say means number one, currently we are in number 2 to number 3, so here. So and with the help of this, actually this is the example given by Swift only. So these all the bigs are working bigs, and this is from their currently working area. Okay, so that we are going to discuss in detail. Okay, along with this, so whenever we are discussing these things, I am going to walk you through the complete message also, how this message is built up. Okay, for example, this message is started with business application header like this here, then what is the significance of this, why we are using this one, and detail path of this, why it is mandatory not mandatory. And whenever I am walking through you all these things, I am going to show you the XML also, exactly this XML, but where you can find this one data, where you can find this one where, okay, what is the big sending receiving, the formula of this one. Okay, like this. So everything we are going to work on this. So this also 333 page document. So whenever we are looking into this, for example, if I want to show you that what is from and to organization, so it is from, right, from which country it is initiating a payment, from which big, what is the detail path of this, because this will help you to map MT103 message to here. Okay, like this I am going to discuss here as well. I am going to discuss with you here, for example, from organization ID, org ID, it's a mandatory field. For example, if you click here, it will go to the detail path of this, what is this, then after name, postal address, ID, what is ID. So each and every tag will see. For example, if I click on postal address, so now postal address has, if you remember we discussed like structure unstructured messages. So each and if you click on detail, it will give more and more detailed child, father and child relationship, and at the end there is a code, and what code should be used, it is like this. Okay, so like this pattern I will follow for, at least for, if you till the time you understand that if you go to the father and child relationship, how can we go in detail. For example, address is there, if posted ADDR is code mention, or is the business address, or is the delivery address or home address, like this. Okay, so we will follow the same pattern. So we'll go into look into this almost 4 to 5 different PDFs, PPTs, XMLs, and you can say other PDFs of MT103. So this will help you to detail understand every screen, every message when we are learning. Okay, that's the pattern when we actually start working on this. But before that, there is some presentations I have made for just to understand that how this ISO 220 look like, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, why we are using this one. Okay, so this also we'll try to explore here as well. Okay, so Neha, this is your first time to understand ISO 222. Anish, for you as well, or
Yes.
you have background as well? No,
Yes.
no, right?
No, no.
Totally fresh. So
For
I,
me, new.
yeah, so totally I will start with very basic. That's why I open this PDF. So the previous thing which I discussed with you, that we are going to do once we are done with very basic things of this one. Okay,
What does it mean of star schema and XML schema?
star kima.
I'm sorry. I missed. Miss, I got somewhere like star for XML schema, so that's why I asked.
XML schema I understand, but before that, what you said?
Star.
STAR star?
Yes.
I There is only wording here like XML schema that I understand, but star schema, that's a new word for me. Star schema, I think I never saw like these words. Maybe you can throw me some light when you have where you read it like this, so I will also try to understand it. But XML schema I understand. All like ISO 222
Okay.
messages are based on XML schema only, which I show you earlier.
Star
Star,
schema comes in database. I don't know whether
yeah, schema
it
is the
is.
concept always come into database. But if she is asking from the ISO 220 point of view, maybe you can be discuss with me tomorrow. Let me know any more information on that. Star schema.
Okay.
Okay. MT and MX only. Anyways. Okay. So before, anyways, we are going to study the message in detail only, right? How we are doing to that. But before that, um, what is the benefits of using ISO and what is not be the lots of dependency on ISO that we'll see one by one. So pros means what are the advantage of using ISO 222 message. First of all, it's a global standard. Now we have study in basic training that every country has their different messaging system earlier, like Fedwire, Bags, Chaps, then MT, some using MT, some India has some remittance information. So everything is now only processing as global standard as ISO 222. Though, though if you remember, we had a session last 3 4 days before. The Wise Bank and some other also try to introduce their own messaging system, but that's very less, 2 or 3% only. But 97% of the share in the messaging system it is occupied by only ISO 222. Okay, all the banks. So those banks, that's why it is called a global standard. Facilitates seamless financial communication across different domains and country. So all the countries already accepted this ISO 222 messaging system. That's the bigger advantage of this one. Okay. Second advantage of this one is the structure data. If you see, which I show you all every time, each and every, okay, nowadays now we are not calling as a tags, okay, we are calling as elements. Each and elements predefined clearly that this is address, this is postal code, this is name, this is big, this is from which big it is coming, from bank to bank, like this in detailed information it is mentioned that anybody can understand. So that's why the word is called structure data. And due to this structure data, it enables the automation of the reduce manual intervention, transaction processing due to this structure one. Anyways, we